Bring that beat back,
DJ.
Yeah, I was waiting on it.
DJ.
Welcome to the Fourcast with myself, Wilks, HRap B, and Dawk. Tonight we'll be reviewing Beckett. Let me back up. We review movies, documentaries, docuseries like you've never heard before, like you've never seen before. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna laugh. You may cry from laughing. You're probably not gonna really cry. And you may want to take some notes. You may want to get your pen pad and your pen out so that you can jot some stuff down. But on tonight's show, we'll be reviewing Netflix Beckett, starring John David Washington. It's an action thriller. It was just released, I believe, last week. So we're getting to this one pretty early. Before we get into any of the show, I got to say a happy birthday to my mother. Today is my mother's birthday. Happy birthday to her.
Happy
also,
birthday, Miss Irene.
Birthday.
Happy birthday.
Also, Kobe. We've been Kobe's birthday today as well. And the BS3 Radio Awards coming up next week. So we will not have the forecast. We will be doing the award show. We got some awards we're going to be giving out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. Here is the flyer right here. Well, that was supposed to be the flyer. Here goes the flyer. Look at this right here. Next Monday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern on the BS3 Radio Facebook page. So make sure to tune in. Wilks, how you doing?
I'm good. Ready to jump into this one. Monday's done, so I'm good.
All right. Doc?
Oh, I'm fantastic, man. You know, no complaints, living the dream. So,
That's what's up.
Let's do what we do.
All right.
This one shouldn't take, audience, this one shouldn't take long.
No. Not at all. This could be the shortest show we ever had. So
yeah, who that Facebook user saying I love that intro? They right on it too.
They are.
That's Golden Eye Productions right there, baby.
That intro is hot.
Definitely. All right, HRap, Texas HRap. Like
I got complaints, but no, I'm just playing. Yeah. This is what's the name of that joint that we saw a couple months ago that we was all
Coming to America?
No, it was one. Coming to America was a decent one, but this is the ass one. This is the second one that we've done that went.
Yeah.
You need to get that Price is Right sound going.
Hold that thought.
Rucker Park.
Rucker, Shaka Khan.
How you doing? Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
That's Al High right there. Shout out to Al High. He said he loved that intro.
What's up, Al High? Disrespect your senses.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you haven't checked that podcast out, Disrespect Your Senses, check it out. It is a nice twist on the religion, Christianity kind of situation, and I love it. And just initially for me, I thought it, sometimes when we get into spiritual things, our senses get in the way, right?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense.
Right.
And in religion, spirituality, Christianity requires faith, so it can't make sense. Right. So the fact that you're saying disrespect your senses, I love it.
Right. Yes. Long time member of BS3 Radio. Quick story. BS3 Radio, when it first got started, and I reached out to him just kind of on a whim, like, are you interested? He was like, yeah. And he was really one of the first members. So that is always great to see and always great to listen to in his podcast as well. All right, so let's get into the kind of initial reviews in this movie. Not to get too deep into it. I was excited about it. I'll say that because we have put John David Washington, JWD, we put him up on a little bit of a pedestal on this show. So I was like, okay, he definitely gonna come with it. That's all I'm gonna say. Wilks.
Yeah. There was some, of course, I guess in this movie he had to play I don't know. He had to play a character that was forced into a lot of positions. He doesn't really seem like he was experienced in a lot of areas, which that's okay. I don't expect him to know jujitsu and all that, and, know how to break down a gun and take it out of their hand and all that crap. But he's not Jason Bourne. But he definitely had to play a character that was like, man, I've never been in this situation, but I got to take a chance to save my life. I'm in a corner. Mm-hmm. I got to do what I got to do. So he definitely had to play a character that was not versed in a lot of things, but he was forced into a lot of things. So I thought it was okay because like I said earlier, it reminded me of like those manhunt movies like Fugitive and U.S. Marshal and things like that. So
yeah. All right, Dawk.
Well, I'll just say John David Washington's name came up last week on Queen, 3 and King. Mm-hmm. There was a question that was asked, who's the next Denzel? And his name, I brought his name up because of the movies that we had seen him in, like Tenet, Ballers. I thought his range is spectacular. And I'm going to explain a little bit more, a little bit later about why this is okay. And before I get there, let me just give this tease. Mississippi Masala. Go ahead, HRap. Mississippi Masala.
Yeah. That was the perfect lead in for me. Because I'm not going to knock my man John David on this one. But you know what? This movie sucked, man. I'm tired of this, man.
What you mean you tired of this? I'm tired of this. You talking about you tired of this?
Making movies like this, man. I tried to stay PC as long as I could.
But HRap, you know what I said though? This might be his Little Things movie though. This might be his Little Things movie.
Well, you got to do one of these movies towards the end. You can't be doing these type of movies at the beginning.
Mississippi Masala. I said
Mississippi
it.
I already said it.
Mississippi Masala, best defense for Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy tells the world, "Oh, I did that because he said I read the script and it was like this is horrible." And they said we're gonna give you this much money. He said, "Okay, I'll do it."
What was the one he was in with Martin? Was it?
No. This was. Hey. Y'all never heard of Best Defense because God made it that way. God erased that, It was a movie. Okay, like me and Dawk a little older than y'all, but in the 80s, this is what they would do. They would have a horrible movie coming out, but they would show in the commercials and the promos the best part of the movie.
Yeah. Get you in.
They still do that now.
But it was running rampant in
it was probably crazy then. Yeah.
It was insane. And man, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it funky, man. This was a horrible freaking movie with a dumb plot and dumb writing.
I mean, what was that Will Smith movie when he was real young? He played a gay character?
6 Degrees of Separation.
Yeah, they like.
A lot of people don't really remember that one.
Well, it was that Bright movie he just had. That was not that great. It's
that was.
On Netflix.
Netflix was like, "Hey, we can give you a blank check. We want you to play side by side with an alien." He was like, "What? All right, he did that." It was like, "Nah, this is different." He was like, "Okay, just cash app to me. I'll be good. We're ready." Just Joe.
Oh, he told him to Zelle that to him.
Just Joe in the building. Sabrina.
What's up?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. It was a horrible movie, man, and I'm licking them. When I pray tonight, I'm asking God to get that 90 minutes back.
All right, so
1 hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah, the backdrop. They're in Greece on a vacation. Him and his girlfriend. They end up going to this. Now, first off, I was in my notes. I said, "Is this Get Out?" Because it looked very similar. That's what I was starting to think, and I was like, "Well, it's not really."
Well, I'm going to help you with that a little bit. Really, the movie, what it was saying was, this is another America. Don't step your ass off the coast and come visit my European coast because we don't want you here. Movie,
get out of our business.
Hey, I got another one for you.
Yeah,
Hostel.
Oh,
yeah.
That one.
So the opening music I thought was dope. That was one of the a couple of dope things out of the movie was the opening music. The dialogue in the beginning was corny as hell. Like, I don't know what y'all thought.
Yeah.
Like, look, I get it, man. But come on, man. It said an action thriller. Then I'm like,
but they gotta set up, man. Come on, y'all get
build up
like this, man. Let me just say this: the movie was not a good movie. However, John David Washington didn't go nowhere in my mind. He didn't go anywhere in my mind to change who I think he is, right?
Right.
And in fact, from an artistic standpoint, I even wrote the first 12 minutes of the movie. John David Washington is still displaying his range. Yes, it's boring dialogue, but look at how he pulls it off. This dude is making you believe he's who he is.
Because by the end of the movie, he's like, I've had enough.
He just didn't have no. We talked about it going in. It don't look like there's anybody here that we know. Yeah, it ain't. Yeah. Right?
What you saying, dog?
Huh?
John David Washington is the Nas of acting.
Is the what?
The Nas of acting. He picked some horrible beats, but he still got them lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with him.
Yeah. Now, towards the end, I will say he did redeem himself. So towards the end, it was like, okay, I'm gonna retract some of the stuff.
That's why I said
that closing came through.
Yeah,
Cool Runnings.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Right. And that's why I said I think he's playing the movie where those experiences are going to shape him and harden him.
That's right, man.
It's one of those.
Who was the last movie Say the Sister?
Yeah, it's like when you start out, it's like I don't know this lifestyle, but by the end of it, it's like, okay, I done learned a few things. You're not going to get over on me again, and I'll take these chances. He don't been shot like 12 times in the movie.
There's not very many actors. I mean, I'm talking about even the big ones. De Niro and Nicholson and them boy Pacino. They not that shit. You ain't knocking them out the park every time. It's just not.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's not
just because their name involved. That's enough alone, right there.
Yeah, they're not everybody. You ain't gonna win them all. But I'm telling you right now, his acting, he did not make me think any less of him as an actor at all. At all.
Now,
I mean, he did some stuff to me that was just like, I was marveled by it, to be perfectly honest with you.
Now, one of the things I do sometimes before I watch the movie, I go on Twitter and just see what people say. And one of the comments,
social media.
One of the comments somebody said, it was like, man, why are you running so much in this movie? I mean, obviously, somebody
it's a man.
He was on the okay. So
he's black Tom Cruise in this movie.
Wow, what's it? J.A. Shabazz. Who is this, man? J.A. Shabazz is just, I don't know.
Wow.
Now, I want to know when they saved the sister. Now I want to know why he jumped up a 3-story parking garage and saved a white kid. Really?
Hey, it was a kid. Kids are defenseless. Kids are defenseless. You gotta help kids.
I didn't choose this life. These animals did.
JDW love the kids, man. You gotta save the kids. Denise milking cookies coming through. Says she's at work listening.
She got that Netflix account?
Definitely. She got
that. At work listening. Yes, I'll have a number one. I'm just kidding, Sonia. I'm just kidding, man.
These just jokes.
Yeah.
JD is
here. As HRap says, the views here are not representative of BS3 Radio.
Indeed.
JD is here to stay, but we have to demand some sisters get the hero treatment. Now he was in Malcolm and I haven't seen Malcolm and Marley, but
which is crazy. Like wow,
he was in there with his sister.
It's heavy.
All right, so they're in Greece. They had the lovey-dovey scene kind of at the beginning. They're in the looks like a bed and breakfast type spot or something like that. Look like they're about to tell each other they love each other.
Yeah,
blah blah blah. And then they get into the car and they're about to head to another spot. It's late at night. Again, this is like horror movie 101. It's late at night. You're driving down the street. Right. She says, "I'm gonna go to sleep." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I got this."
Oh man,
we all knew. And I want to make sure all y'all knew.
Think about this until just now. And Jay Shabazz has kind of made me think about it. Think about this for a second. We often complain about the roles given to black actors versus white actors, right? is there any doubt that this role was written for a white dude? I don't think there is. How about that for a second? How about small victories in the fact that this brother got a role that probably wasn't written for a brother?
Yeah,
if you want to know the truth.
Yeah,
you're right about that.
You know, and that says something to me.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's why I said.
Hey, I woke Miss Sonia up, bud. Milk and cookies is up.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Yeah, that Abby photo is not the justice on why her nickname is Smoking Cookies.
You say what?
I said her
Be careful.
photo.
You say what? Be careful.
It's all right.
Hey, that couch ain't comfortable.
I got 3 extra bedrooms over here.
I'm about to say, that couch ain't comfortable. That couch ain't comfortable. Let's hold down the bad back for the show.
I got 3 good beds over here. So I want to say what you
want
to say.
You got the futon?
No, I got good beds.
Very comfortable. Very comfortable.
Posturepedic? Okay, thank you.
Walk lightly.
Trust me. Hey, I almost stole his bed. You better be glad he ain't got one of those mattresses you can roll up, put in the bag.
Put in the bag. Coming up to the airport with a backpack mattress. Okay, so the accident, they end up crashing. Did that in your mind, kind of when it was leading up to that scene, is that how you thought that was going to go? Because I didn't think they were going to crash into I kind of thought how convenient. It's a movie, obviously, but how convenient they crash into it looked like a garage or like a storage or something. But Dawk, I want to go to you. Is that how you pictured that scene happening?
Yeah, I don't know who said it, but you can see it coming a mile away that they were going to have a wreck. I thought it was different to have them crash into a house. That was fantastic. You know, in fact, I even made the note. I said, fantastic wreck. You know, because I thought, you know, okay, them coming through the house. Now, okay, can you survive something like that? Is that really likely? Et cetera, et cetera. They were trying to sell it with the seatbelt injury, right? You know, to show that, you know, this is how he survived it. So, again, I give him, you know, some effort there. But no, that's how I thought it was going to go. And I personally was expecting from a plot situation that she wasn't dead. Maybe that's what I thought too. This.
That was the surprise.
With this,
that
made it a better movie altogether. Is the fact that she actually is alive and has some other nefarious stuff going on, et cetera, you know.
Yeah.
So, it went exactly where I thought it was going to go. Everybody knew that he goes, this boy finna fall asleep. Or I thought maybe a deer was going to jump out. Something. You knew it was going to be a wreck. I just didn't know how it was going to happen.
Right?
Yeah. And to your point, I was expecting the lady, his girlfriend, to be in the movie, the entire movie. And that's when my mind started thinking Get Out, like she had some type of other plan, but she got the black guy role in the horror movie. She was dead in the first 15 minutes. I was like, man, they did that to her.
Right.
Okay,
she should have been dead with them bag-ass jeans she was wearing there. Them mom jeans, them frumpy-ass jeans. Boy,
she had them JUCO, them JUCO jeans.
That's why I'm telling you the role was written for a white boy, because you know brothers ain't gonna be in with no frumpy jeans wearing girl.
No, man. No.
Hey, J.A. Shabazz dropping knowledge. I didn't know Married with Children was written by a black man for a black family.
I didn't know. I never heard that. Didn't know that.
Knowledge. D Great, thank you for coming through.
What's up, D Great?
All right, Wilks.
Again, I've seen that scene so many times. You know, like you said, that kind of horror movie feel, driving through the hills. It's dark, you know. And like Doc said, I thought maybe a deer or something was going to jump out. But that scene, it was, like I said, to me, I was hoping the movie was going to give me a twist of, is this all in his mind? Is he making this up? That's the way I felt, because I've watched so many movies like that, and I love when they play with your psyche like that. But, I mean, I don't know, man. That car, you survived that car, didn't blow up, no gas leaking. I mean, you know, slid through a wall. I mean,
it just conveniently slid through that wall perfectly. Now, I guess she didn't have her seatbelt on. That's when when I go back and think, Because she was out of the car.
Yeah.
So she must have never seen it.
So check this out though. So Wilks, you talk about, you've seen that scene before. I think the entire plot of the movie is a redo. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You've seen it 1,000 times. Right.
Absolutely.
So we've all heard about this plot situation where you say boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl, boy loses girl, boy and girl get back together at the end. We've seen that plot over and over and over again. This is one too. You're in a foreign country, some stuff going on that you're not really sure of. They after you for some reason you have no idea, et cetera, et cetera. You don't know who to trust. That's been done.
And the fact that they played on very minimal English speaking roles in this movie.
That's right. That's another thing. I'm like, hey man, when they talking in a foreign language, why not subtitle? Tell us what they say.
Exactly, because they literally dropped this man in a place where he's totally alone.
He has no clue where he is.
Yeah, it's they did that on purpose. Yeah,
Yeah,
they had some opportunities with this movie that they didn't take advantage of, I think.
Yeah. HRap.
Well, I disagree with that opportunity thing. This movie is morning breath. It just stunk, man. There's nothing good about this movie, man. Seriously, man. I mean, you got the plot. It's so rudimentary. Okay, you don't know why they left that hotel. You don't know where they're going.
They left the hotel because they said the route.
No, I'm saying, but they didn't explain that to the people until they was on the road to the next place.
Yeah,
they didn't set it up. Either it was poor editing or just.
Well, I thought she mentioned it at the diner when they were having breakfast, or whatever.
No, they ain't mentioned that until they got in the car.
Yeah, I thought so too.
They said something about leaving.
Right, they said something about leaving, but
it wasn't clear though. Yeah.
It wasn't clear. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You don't know why they moving around. You just know that this brother is in Greece with this white girl, and he's madly in love, and he's driving to a place that he didn't even confirm. When I get there, I'm gonna have a room. So you was gonna die anyway. You were driving to somebody had to die.
You big dummy.
Right. This was horrible, man. And I hate to skip ahead, but can I skip ahead?
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. This your show too.
Okay. Why the hell did he keep telling the damn plot? There was some little boy and a little girl. Once they shot me in the shoulder, I'm never repeating that. I'm not.
You did tell it a bunch of times. Everybody.
And they just said, "What happened, HRap? Man, I went over there because I just wanted to be in the last place I saw my girlfriend. What time that flight leave? That's how my story going."
Yeah.
He allowed. I agree with you. He allowed himself to be in a lot of situations because he kept saying the same thing. Obviously, he doesn't know where he is. And then I think it wasn't really till later on that he started to figure out, like, it's me against everybody except these two girls that helped me out. That's basically it. He didn't figure that out until it was like the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, he got to make this stretch. But before we get too far away from the diner scene, I know Wilks was on them little savory pastries that they was eating. You see how flaky them
they was flaky.
Wow, what that flaky, David? I know you saw that, man.
I need a recipe for that.
That's how you know how horrible this movie was. We looking at the damn food, man.
I need to see what they eating, man.
No, I'm just saying we ain't said nothing good. We said, hey, the white girl pants was jacked up. They didn't hit a brick wall the right way. The food looked good. And John David Washington took that money and ran, man. That's what he did. I mean, I ain't mad at him.
So he did a Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Man, did he just fight? This was officially that fight, that white boy fight.
Yeah.
This one he Conor McGregor. This was their last white boy.
Tell me this, HRap. First of all, like I said, I think this is going to be the shortest forecast we've ever had. Tell me this. Tell me what you think about John David Washington's acting. Tell me that.
No. I mean, his acting is impeccable. Okay. This isn't a blast against John David Washington, but when you John David Washington, you can't be out here getting these damn Samuel Jackson roles. And I don't mean Samuel Jackson today, who just like, hey, I'm busy. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm 70 years old. What else I'm gonna do? He getting these y'all niggas just like us, Samuel Jackson roles. School day, man. It's horrible, man. I mean, dude, you have been shot at and shot, whipped, and you still telling the story. When you got to the American consulate, you supposed to set your black behind there and say, man, shit, I don't know what they've been after me, man, and I don't know why. How can you get me to the crib? What did you see? I saw me hit that damn wall, and then I'm trying to get the hell to the crib. And then he put his ass on the plane, and then the scene would have been like this, and he'd been looking out the window.
But
that movie would have been 30 minutes.
But it wasn't
Man,
written.
no,
But that's what I'm
after
saying.
all the action, dude.
It wasn't written for a brother. It was written from
Yeah.
That's how
was-
you know it
Man,
wasn't.
that
written.
shit was.
It was probably written for a local
reread.
actor.
He was 30% retarded in this movie, man.
Say that again, Will.
I said it was probably written for a local actor.
Man,
Written for a local actor.
This might have been one of those films that we probably would have never seen if he wasn't in it. Honestly,
this one of those films that probably would have never been made had it not been for COVID.
Yeah, quite
Well,
possible.
here's
But
the small.
check this out, guys. What about this theory for John David Washington? Is it a possibility? Because he's still relatively new, right? Is it a possibility that he still doesn't know how good he is? Seriously, you follow what I'm saying?
Nah, his
You don't
daddy is
think so?
Denzel. I don't think so. No.
Okay, that's a good. Okay, his daddy.
And
And then
Denzel.
social
Now-
media.
Yeah.
Social media allows you to know what people think of you,
Okay.
whether you're engaging or not. If you're a trending topic, the ladies like him. The dudes think he cool because what was the thing on HBO? The brothers like him because of that.
Ballers, yeah.
Yeah, and then no, I'm talking about the TV show when he was on with The Rock.
Yeah, baller.
Yeah, Ballers.
Oh, I thought you said Lawless. My
No,
fault.
Ballers, yeah.
Ballers. We like him because of that. He was the hood dude who just couldn't catch on.
Right.
And then he done played in some dope roles. And then he played the super thug in the last joint in Monsters.
Monster.
He
Yeah.
rocking with him, but he shouldn't have been rocking with this.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Mhm.
Now, one thing I will say, we kind of talked about this. To me, the spin was that the girl wasn't in the movie. I mean, after the first 15 minutes.
Mhm.
I think the other part of it is there was that backstory of the government situation with the kid, but we didn't really know. We knew that he seen the kid, but I don't know. We didn't really know that the kid was an integral part of it until
The
like
end,
till
yeah.
till like towards the end.
Yeah, I didn't piece together that this house he crushed into was a house where the kidnapped kid was.
Right.
And that's what he did. He had
Right.
stumbled on the situation
Yeah.
unintentionally.
Yeah.
I just
I had to-
happened to crash
Yeah.
into the one house I didn't need to crash into.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had to rewatch it because I didn't realize the woman that was there was the one that was shooting at it.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
I did
knew
not
that.
know that.
That's the woman that was shooting at it.
I did not know that. Now here's a. Oh, he kind of broke a boyfriend code. You called the girl's parents. You didn't even tell her she died. He didn't tell her.
Come on, man.
He didn't tell.
God.
Hold on.
Let me throw this at you.
He didn't tell them. He didn't tell the parents that she died at all. The whole movie. They didn't even know
That's
she
a
was
hard
dead.
thing to say, man.
But you gotta say it.
What the hell you
gotta say it
got?
before the movie over.
He can't just come out and say that he's black.
Hey,
He
Will.
didn't say it at all.
Why the hell did you call if you ain't gonna tell her mama she out of here?
Man, he got to step
He
lightly.
didn't say, the movie was an hour and 30 minutes or whatever.
Hard,
He
man.
never.
Hard.
Look.
Me
What
and
you
Wilks-
got?
Okay,
me
Dawk,
and Wilks,
Dawk,
it is
Dawk.
obvious that Wilks and myself are the only guys with heart on this show. It is obvious.
No. Look.
Wait, what
I'm
exactly?
gonna pose the question to both of y'all. Both of y'all mean Dawk and Will.
Yeah.
If your daughter goes to Greek, this exact movie, and the dude calls and said, "Well, he didn't even say she's hurt. She's like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on." And then he hung up on the dude because he was still trying to talk, and he was like, "I'll call you back." Like, wouldn't y'all be pissed at this dude?
I'm on the first thing smoking, kicking
Wouldn't
his
y'all go
drawers
to
in his
Greece?
ass when I get there.
Regardless.
Yeah,
of the
I
person
need to know what's
smoking.
going
I'm
on.
not- I understand. Shit.
Right.
He couldn't say it.
He couldn't break it. He couldn't break it
Why
to you.
you called? You knew she was hanging with Elvis.
He should have called his parents.
Right.
Hey, I'm with Ben. I got to call my mama then. Mama, they gonna kill me when I get back to America. It's over.
If that's the only call you got, and you like it, so and then
Call him.
I'm sorry, HRap. His acting was not impeccable in this movie. There was a lot of
wait a minute.
There was a lot of lines, man, when I'm not believing it.
But here's the thing, though, Ben. Like I said earlier, he's playing a character that has not been experienced or exposed to situations. So his character develops toward the end. I hate to fast forward, but we saw what happened toward the end. He had to go through those things to develop that character, to be exposed to those things. And I think that's where they're trying to push it.
Self-preservation.
I'm with you, man.
No.
These other
self-preservation is the first law of nature.
Right. Which is how he got there.
Right.
You call your mama and you get the hell up out of there.
No, because his mama would have probably fucked. Boy, you didn't have your ass being no business over in no grease.
That's probably what you would have said.
The only grease you need to be on is some blue magic on your ass.
But see, here's the thing, man. I get that. But even if you're the most inexperienced human being in the history of the world, if you have the wherewithal to call somebody's parents, you got to have the testicular fortitude to say,
no, he couldn't.
Go to hang with Elvis.
Once again, he's not in that role where he's playing that experienced character.
No, that's not experience.
His intentions were to tell him that he was dead, that she was dead, but he couldn't when it came down to it. He called because that's what his intention was.
He hesitated jumping on that branch that slapped his ass on the edge of the mountain.
Why when he got to the embassy, why didn't he call in? Like he did. The point that I'm making is it's fine that he didn't say it from the jump. But he didn't say it at all the whole movie, not even in the credits. They didn't give you no bonus. And he was like,
that's not his character.
So who was supposed to?
That's how the character is written. The character is written like that on purpose.
So who is supposed to tell the parents that she dead?
They're gonna find out when they get their ass degree.
But he actually, and here's the thing, he actually got an out now. Because he's going to come back with a bullet hole in his shoulder and a bullet hole in his side and 14 black eyes and some broke ribs. I tried to save her.
Got a cast and he got stabbed in.
So the comment by J.A. Shabazz, I get what you're saying. This movie, though, I don't know if you've seen this movie yet.
Read it.
He was the only brother. He was the only brother.
Where they going to get the black girl from?
So it's no replacement. He said, kill one white girl, then quickly replace her with another. Black male actors always need a white woman on screen to tell the white viewers that the black guy is okay.
No.
Not every movie, though. Not every movie.
Because where you gonna get the white girl? Where you gonna get the sister in Greece? Yeah. You gonna fly down to Africa and get her?
Formula in every movie with the black male lead, Denzel, Idris, Will. You can't say every. Every is a strong word, man.
Every.
I don't remember anybody in Mo Better Blues.
Sometimes.
No.
Sometimes I agree. Sometimes I agree with you. All right, DJ Knox, thank you for tuning in. He said, y'all would. If I've answered none of those embassy questions, tell the truth. He was trying to look, I would just want him to at some point, but he didn't do it.
It's just how his character was written.
Now he goes back to the scene. I'm wondering how he got there. So how did he? I guess he was just wandering around. It's a movie, obviously.
I mean, how would he? Yeah, how would he?
How would he just in 15 minutes?
Well, he was he was only a couple of miles from the scene. They said
we don't know that. We don't know that though.
No, they did. They said he was like 4.
Oh yeah, he said like a few miles. Yeah, when
3 or 4 kilometers away. So he was only about 3 miles from the scene.
So he goes. He goes to the scene, and looks like he's trying to commit suicide because he's got some type of pills or something.
Yep.
Obviously, it didn't work out. And he looks over his shoulder and he's like, "Oh, that's." Well, he didn't have time to look over his shoulder. The lady was already trying to shoot him.
Yeah, the pills is probably why he fell asleep. Ambien, that's supposed to help you sleep.
Right, and they don't wear off that quick.
Yeah.
Just ask Tiger Woods.
Hey, it's true.
Tiger like to take him
Ambien and get busy. With Waffle House waitresses. I'm gonna try that.
Oh God. Yes.
So the suspenseful music in this movie, it was real old school. It was like it felt like you was watching a 70s or an 80s movie.
That's what.
And I think that was the feel that they were trying to get.
I mean, like I was mentioning earlier, this movie definitely, like I said, it reminded me of watching a Twilight Zone episode. It reminded me of watching The Fugitive. The music, it took me back to a movie called something in the Gallows, but Miles Davis had did the entire soundtrack, and it had that same music. It was that suspenseful music. You knew something was happening. The crescendo was building up to something. I mean, this movie had a nod to a lot of different. And I think if this is not this guy's first movie, usually when you have a movie like this and you're trying to get seen, you'll try to make a movie that nods to the movies that came before you. And I think that's
right.
I know it don't sit well with everybody, but every time I see a movie like this, it's like they're trying to do an homage to the movies that came before. You know, just kind
you actually are on to something, Wilks. Roger Ebert saw it the exact same way. You know, Roger Ebert saw it a very similar way that you just saw it.
Nice.
Yeah. Jay Shabazz, Mo Better Blues was 30 years ago. Denzel ain't worked with Spike since. Now, was Mo Better Blues before or after Malcolm X?
Before.
I think it was before.
No, it was after. It was after.
He did
around the same time.
And that's not true because he worked on Inside Man as well. It wasn't a Spike Lee joint, but Spike Lee directed it.
Yeah. So obviously, when he gets shot at, he knows he's on the run and he can't go back. So throughout this movie, I don't know if you had the same thought, but if you go on vacation somewhere, should you know a little bit of the language?
No.
You shouldn't.
No,
because
think about how many our cousins go to Mexico. You think habla español?
Right.
At least you can get a book or something. He ain't have nothing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
You ain't got no phone. You ain't got no app on the phone or something.
Yeah,
you ain't got no Google Translate.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing about those countries aren't speaking textbook language. They're speaking slang. They're speaking street or broken. Broken English or that
whatever language they speak.
So if you walking around with that book or that app, that ain't gonna help you.
It's gonna help you with dialect.
Yeah.
No, I was in Germany and I didn't have a choice at the time because it was during wartime, but I didn't know any German there. You figure out a way.
I just know Brock.
Shit, you do some point.
Brats and beer,
figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so it you know what I'm talking about.
We got some time again. Yeah.
Lots of time.
This movie interesting.
Yes.
So he's obviously he's running for his life. He's okay. Doing all like Jay Shabazz says, the dude jumping from buildings. I mean, I know you're going to do it to save your life.
Yeah.
But one of them jumps, he would have died. Okay, I'm pretty sure.
The first jump up on this cliff, and I would have never found no escape route because as soon as I saw I was this high, I'd been like, shit, they got me. I wouldn't know how he found the other area. I would have never found it.
No, you know that tree would have snapped if I tried to jump on that damn thing. Come on, man.
He would have been dead. So I'm not. Look. Let me say this.
First
I'm not trying to be overly critical.
I wouldn't have stood up.
Huh?
When
the lady shot me in the shoulder, I wouldn't have stood up at that point.
That's that's because he heard the other guy's voice.
Once again, he's an inexperienced person.
Hey man,
he was dumb.
If you black living in Ohio, you know damn well don't be trusting no white folks you don't know.
That's different. That's Ohio.
So you gonna go somewhere else and trust white folks you don't know?
Why not? They drugged me there.
I mean,
shout out to Craig and Danielle White jumping in. He said, "No, sir, I'm not sure."
Well, J.A., you didn't say he didn't work with on a Spike Lee joint. You said he hasn't worked with Spike Lee
since. Yeah,
right.
Spike Lee has fallen way off.
So you want him to work with the dude who fell way off?
He said cliff jump. Okay,
I turn it off. I'm done. ESPN highlights.
Hey, but look now to his point though, adrenaline will make you do anything, obviously.
Yeah.
And if you can figure out a way to get out of it, obviously you would, which he was trying to get away. So that, to Wilks' point though, I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. That's what makes me think he wasn't like as unexperienced, because he was jumping off of cliffs. When he got the gun later on in the movie, it wasn't like he was
missing with the gun.
He did miss a couple shots. So
he was shooting high. Yeah.
So, but I think here's the thing. This is what I think, because we've seen him in other things, like playing a more smarter role, and then we see him in this. It's like he dumbed down in this movie.
It's a different character.
But it's hard. It's hard to not see him in other stuff.
But you have to realize this character
is necessary for his career to be able to show you. In fact, I think he took it based on the fact that it was so different than what he had been playing. Yeah. He's got to demonstrate to them. And if I got a good agent, when I'm negotiating for my next role, I'm going to still use this and say this is a role that he doesn't typically play. Look at his range. He can do whatever you need him to do.
Look at Tom Hanks and Denzel in Philadelphia. I mean, playing a lawyer, defending a gay character at a time
No.
You got to watch it for yourself.
No mayhem.
You got to watch it for yourself.
It was a good movie, but it's the way the characters are written. You never seen Denzel in that position with that terrible mustache? Come on, man.
Right.
He had that terrible mustache when he was on St. Elsewhere, too.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Nah, I'm just saying, man, this was horribly written, and it was a horrible movie. It has nothing to do with John David,
and that's okay.
And you got to stop trying to make this dude a Riri. This was horrible.
No, and that's okay, because
it's different. You're talking about two different things. The movie was horrible. His acting wasn't.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
This is not a mark. Only reason this is a mark against John David is because he read this script and said, either that or John David said, I want to be a millionaire like my daddy, and took that $4 or $5 million it cost to get it.
And that's why I said these roles are written for that reason. They are even when the director and the writer, whoever comes together, they know it's not going to be star-studded. They're not looking for a film festival award. Like they're just trying to get their product out there. Because hey, if you direct this and take a step in another direction and direct this, then I'll trust you with this. It's the same cycle.
No, because the reason I disagree. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you dimes and see if you can manage that, and then we'll give you dollars.
Right.
But you got to make that dime $2.
But that's okay.
He made this dime 30 cents away from a quarter.
He can only act with what he's got with
I'm talking about the director. Right. This was John David is not the problem in this movie. The storyline is horrible.
Right.
The way they piece the editing is horrible, because the way y'all piece this together. Yeah. This is a horrible movie.
So you think so your whole thing is that he should not have taken the role.
I don't think he should have taken the role.
And that's where my major sticking point is that it still allowed him to show more range. So there's still some benefit.
But let's be honest. We've seen John David play every role across the spectrum before this.
Not this
he
one.
Played the cool hood football player dude. He played the super thug. Right. He didn't play. He played the I don't know what the hell that was with him and the girl in that movie, other Netflix movie.
Malcolm and
Marley. Yeah. He played this
Marley and Me, ain't it or something?
Marley and Me. He played the melodramatic dude.
And he was playing a director in that movie.
Huh?
Yeah, he was playing a director, I believe, in that movie or not.
Right. I don't think his abilities are in question at this point. And he's still getting money from HBO for the movie Ballers. Yeah. He's still getting money. I just don't think this. Hey, bro, I'm not taking this. No, this is best defense right at the beginning of Eddie Murphy's career. He had Trading Places. He had what was the other one? Trading Places, something
America.
48 Hours, Trading Places, and then he made Best Defense. and everybody was like, Ed. And then he came back with Beverly Hills Cop, and then there was no more. This is his best defense. This is horrible.
I know, J.A. Shabazz comment.
Yeah, because he had a black.com moment. We know what that was.
Nah,
he said, please, the money in the bank for sure. Now, this J.A. Shabazz with a good point. Take the role that movie would do well internationally, like Tenet. I agree with that. But
yeah, man.
We can agree to disagree on how we like it.
Yeah, but Netflix ain't losing no money on this.
Right. Oh, no.
Netflix ain't losing no money on this.
Not at all.
Netflix ain't losing no money because we did what they wanted us to do.
They tuned
in.
We
saw John David Washington,
and we tuned in. And we tuned in.
And I looked at my wife, and my wife was like, y'all, what's wrong with y'all? And I was like, we sometimes take a break, but I was like, this is why we do the movies and documentaries that we do.
I don't know. I guess because I love movies a lot, and when I watch movies like this, that manhunt style, it just reminds me of things like The Fugitive, U.S. Marshals. There was another one, The Condor, The Odd Man Out, 3 Days of the Condor. That's always on the run. Who can I trust? I can't trust this person. They go. I love movies like that. Yeah. I mean, I was even hoping that it was all in his head, and it was made up. But I don't know. That's the way I was approaching. Because trust me, I was not thinking that it was going to be all that. If he's the only biggest star in it, I can't expect greatness.
Yeah,
I can. I think
the way he was written.
I think that I disagree. I think we can expect great things if you're because.
But you just said the director didn't have room to work. So
he was in every single scene.
I'm interested in HRap's point on this. Finish. You think we can expect greatness? Because what?
I think you can expect greatness when you're the sole dude in the movie, because that's what greatness is. Like if you are the best, if you're the best guy, you the best thing out here, then your greatness elevates a average movie to a good movie. No matter how great John David was, if he wins an Oscar for this movie is horrible.
No, he won't. So here's the deal. Think about this though. Imagine how much worse the movie would have been if it would have no-name actor in it. So to a certain extent, you have to say he did raise the level of this movie. Number one. Number two, you said if you're a great actor, but think about this: if you have no supporting cast, or your supporting actors aren't at the level that you are, and again, you got no plot, it was horrible, so
man,
again,
basically this is equal to LeBron making it to the finals with Mo Williams, Idris, whatever that dude's name was, the dude Delonte West. That's what this is equal to.
Nah, this is equal to when Mitch Richmond went to the Sacramento Kings. He still made it to the Hall of Fame. He still made All-Star game, but the damn Kings were horrible. I mean, hey, bro, I'm sorry, man.
I don't think anybody is arguing whether the movie was good or not.
Like I said, I know the movie is not that great, but I think because of me, I love movies so much. To me, I'm pulling Twilight Zone from it. I'm pulling that manhunt. I'm always on the run. Who can I trust? I can't trust this person. I mean, that's the way I looked at it. I knew it wasn't going to be like, oh man, you got to watch this 5-star right here. Oh hell, this movie could be like 2 mics.
Okay. Look at it this way: before Get Out came out, none of those people know.
That's real.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
because it was a better story.
But guess what?
That's my point.
But like
nobody said it wasn't a great story. We all agree that the story.
No. But I'm saying that's why John David don't pick this, man.
But watch
this
is
bad.
But watch what you just said though. We did what Netflix did when Get Out came. We did what we needed to do. Oh, it's got black actors in it. Oh, this is a twisted. It's a horror movie. We're gonna watch it.
No. But what I'm saying is we did that. What I'm saying is when you're John David Washington and you're the hottest thing out here right now, people are saying, are you the next your dad? Are you the next Will Smith? Are you the next whatever?
Right.
No, not this.
I think
that's all I'm saying.
I still think this movie is his little things. I think he needs
it. In addition, we have illustrated how many great actors have taken bad roles. It's just what you do. You can't expect them to have a flawless career in terms of never selecting a bad project. It happens.
So here's the next thing. The next role that he does, I think can completely erase, and we will forget about this. Because whatever he does next, I think
definitely
is more important than, because I agree with what Jay Shabazz says. This internationally is probably gonna be great because it's in Greece. I think also it may be hard for us to even relate to it unless we've been to Greece in those places, or if you've been there at all. So I think that's another point. Shout out to Overton Claiborne. He said Will Smith and I Am Legend. I actually like that.
I did too.
I thought that was good. Shout out to Makala. Thank you for tuning in. Said grace and peace to everyone watching from India. We appreciate that.
What's up, Makala?
Get out. Great point.
What time is it in India, Makala?
It's gotta be like 11 o'clock.
So
they don't even play like I know.
He had a couple of life-saving moments. Obviously, when he ran up on the people with the bee.
Right.
Oh,
you fight bees out there. You're down enough, man.
he ends up calling the embassy. Obviously, that to see how they can help him. Can you come pick me up? It was. Well, Doc, I'm gonna go to you on that.
About what? The embassy being legit or not?
Yeah. Did you think?
Yeah. Oh. No, I watch Homeland.
I looked at the clock, and as soon as I looked at the clock, I'm like, they can't be clean. They gotta be dirty. There's too much time left.
or else this movie would have been over with. By the
giveaway is when the dude walked up with the clipboard and was like, "Oh, you've been shot. We're gonna get you cleaned up."
Yeah,
come on, man. Like really? And you knew something was wrong when they started answering questions. Started asking all them questions. Like, come on, man. This guy ain't clean.
They told you. They told you when he shot that main embassy dude.
Yeah,
he was about to kill him. He had that pole on him. And the dude told him, "Look, we needed you. You were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. You were going to be the answer to this narrative."
And then the crazy thing,
the other cat done got shot. We don't need you no more.
And here's another linking point. That character, Boyd Holbrook, the character he's playing. Mm-hmm. He was in The Fugitive that was out last year that didn't do too well. Keith Sutherland was the U.S. Marshal, but it's like like I said, it goes back to that manhunt style. Like you always on the run. Like they're gonna have that element there. That's the way I looked at the movie. It's just paying homage to those older movies like that.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, we know the movie's not gonna be great. It's not
Wilks, Wilks. I'm gonna go to you on this. The significance of the kid on the poster. We started seeing more of that, and you posted a couple things to our chat.
Because I was curious. Yeah, I was curious about it because they kept lingering in a long still shot. Now I don't speak Greek, so I don't know anything about what they're saying. So I actually took a screenshot of the TV and translated what they were saying. But then the movie started getting political. I also feel like there was points where they were pointing out the protests that broke out last year with George Floyd. I felt like it was getting political a little bit. I think it was taking some of those elements and putting it into the movie. On one of the posters, it was talking about how, kind of poking at the media. Like, when does it stop? Who are you going to believe? What do you trust? What you see? And even another point where they kept saying Black Lives Matter protests. Oh, they're just violent. They're rioting. Well, there was one point in the movie where it turned violent. It turned with a chaos. Mm-hmm. They were breaking up the rock. I mean, the little sidewalk, making the rocks.
That was because the candidate got shot.
Right, but
other than that, it was good.
Yeah, but I think they were just pulling those elements from real life. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I just feel like that's when they were implementing all of that.
You're right. All right, so all right, now when he ends up seeing the girl, because I think he was kind of obviously he knew she was dead, but he never got opportunity to see her again until that.
Why they get her cut open? Why she had stitches?
They
had an autopsy.
But here the deal, like even at the accident scene, I didn't think it was enough blood. That's why I thought there's a possibility that she was going to be alive. You know, they had just a little bit of spot of blood where, you know, she supposedly hit her head came to a rest.
Right.
Yeah, and they didn't really show what happened immediately after that. It just kind of, you assumed, okay, he got picked up and he got taken.
And and kind of going back to the diner scene where she kind of like where he walked off, I thought maybe, it was kind of like, okay, she got another agenda because, it made it seem like she was either going to take out the phone and take a picture or she was up to something, like going to tell him, hey, I got to be honest with you. I'm not who you think I am.
I think she just wanted to eat his pastry because it was so flaky, man.
It was getting lovey-dovey.
Pastry, man.
Yeah, it was getting lovey-dovey. It was good pastry. Looked good.
Looked delicious.
I'm with Wilks. I was looking at because she kept cutting her eyes over from left to right.
Right.
See, man, it's just this.
Yeah.
The other
was
thing,
trying to be suspenseful when it was not.
Who directed this?
Oh gosh,
the guy's name is
something.
Ferdinando
Cito Filomarino.
I got to make sure I never watch a commercial that he directed. I mean, man, I ain't got no problem with John David. I ain't got no problem. I got two problems: that we picked this movie and I watched it. This is top 5 worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen some. Let me show you how bad this movie is. I like Pootie Tang.
And that was bad.
I love Pootie Tang. Shout out to
I love Pootie Tang too, and I ain't talking about no doggone movie.
And real quick, shout out to Ashley if she's still watching. We don't
be
know
here
if she might be still up. She may be asleep now, but she sent a message. She couldn't comment, so just shout out to her.
Ashley, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. He did.
During the movie and the show.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so one point I did want to bring up, a parallel to another movie we seen, when he was driving in the truck with the embassy agent. That I drew. I don't know if y'all did this, but I drew a parallel to Without Remorse. So I was thinking, obviously they end up coming to the fight scene, but you remember at the end when he kind of swerved the car off into the river.
Yeah.
That was kind of a similar situation.
Right.
So I don't know if y'all drew that comparison or not.
I mean, I didn't, but once again, these movies are pulling from other inspirations. So whether he turned the wheel, drove him into the water, versus, I'm gonna run you into the back of this trailer or whatever the case. I just think the movie's just pulling from different elements. I think the director is just trying to show that, hey, I'm a man of culture, I guess. And it's like I want to direct these movies and I want to make sure that the movie before me inspired this, I guess.
Yeah. I honestly, this movie should have been called The Trip from Hell because this is exactly what it was.
National Lampoon.
He lost his girlfriend, running the whole movie. Couldn't trust anybody except 2 random girls that he met.
How in the hell do you get off in the middle of the road in another country?
What you
Where were you? What they told him? This is a 5-hour trek, and you thought you were gonna walk.
Right.
Okay. Why they setting up roadblocks for a dude who was 5 hours back this way? Man, this was terrible.
Because he's black, and they went on a manhunt for the dark.
Hey, is he the Flash?
Maybe.
This man is walking.
Oh, God.
That's literally like a dude, them saying, look, tell you what, you got to get down to Galveston, and you in Dallas. And then in Houston, they got roadblocks. A few hours later, how fast did y'all think this dude was running?
Yeah, he did take a nap in the back, you know, when he was having the panic attacks.
That's that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the guy that's trying to patch him up.
Oh yeah, the dude was trying to look out.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. When he almost get hit by the train, how did he end up patched up?
How did he not get electrocuted by the train? That's what I was like. He jumped down and he gonna get shot.
Help me! Help me!
We can only do so much.
Hey, now why didn't he beat that dude to death when he first picked up that pole? I'd have never found out that I was
some of the embassy,
and that's why he didn't beat him. That's why he didn't kill him initially.
I wouldn't have cared.
He wanted some answers.
Yeah,
I'm beating you to death, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Now, one thing I'll say this: if it would have had maybe some funny moments in it, maybe it could have spun it because No Sudden Move was really not a good movie. But the funny moments, like the time that cat was walking by, you know, if the cat would have tried to hit him or something, or he would have tried to hit the cat.
Hey, wait a minute, Ben. There were some funny moments in this movie. Because I want to give a shout out to all the dogs that were in this movie. Because there was one dog that like walked down the alley, followed him to the corner. He looked at it. I don't think that was supposed to have been in the movie.
Yeah, because the dog looked like he was about to rob him, and then the dog got scared. Like, oh, my fault, dog, my fault.
And then there was a problem like that. This brother done walked past a Rottweiler and a German Shepherd, and they didn't chase him. Okay, come on, these dogs heavily trained. I'm so wait a minute, Ben. There's some comedy there.
and then when he went to go see the girlfriend, you know, if she would have woke up or something, you know, we would have had a little Walking Dead in there.
Movie bad when people talk about the pastries and the stray dog.
All right,
this is detail.
To the point of the director, he's only directed 3 movies.
And see, he needs this movie in his arsenal.
And if none of them, now look, I'll say this: if you're on Wikipedia and none of them have a hyperlink, that's a problem.
That's
except
okay.
Beckett. But the only now to Dawk's point, the only reason why Beckett has a hyperlink is because of the man behind me. That's the only reason.
Exactly.
If it was some other dude,
right. And you said it right.
Yeah,
you hit it right on the head. This director has not been linked to anybody big. John David Washington is getting big. He's becoming big. So now you've done a movie with him. Okay, let's see how you handle somebody else, or how David Washington handles this movie. I mean, I think it's a play on both.
I'm doing movies next, John David. I know I can make a movie at least this bad.
You can do it.
All right, let's Dawk. This is your segment here. Was there a beauty of the week? It wasn't very many.
Yeah. Not because of the way she looked in the movie, but because of the way she looked. There's this actor called Daphne Alexander. I think she may have been the lesbian partner of the girls who called her, maybe, and she was just made up. But yeah, her role or name of her character was Thalia Simmons. But Daphne Alexander, she definitely gets the nod. She's been in some other movies that I've seen her in. British actress, you know, and whatnot. So she would have to be my beauty of the week. But let me just say this. When I saw them frumpy jeans, I said to myself, it just ain't gonna be nobody this week.
Now, was that the girl with the glasses?
Huh?
Was that the friend with the glasses?
I can't remember now.
Yeah, the one who kept trying to throw him out the car.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she was real suspect on from the jump. She was like, "Oh,
well, because he's black.
Number one, he's black, and number two, I don't want to get shot." Okay, because most black guys get shot. Okay, now she did stick up for him when it came down to it. Yeah, they never said what that lady's name was. She was just a lady with a gun.
Yeah,
did they ever say what her name was?
Yeah, they didn't say what her name was.
She was on a mission. All right, well, let's get to the ending. Who liked how the ending? I was telling when it got to that point, I was like, this movie better not end like this. And immediately right after that, the credits came, which I get it. Mission accomplished. You got the kid.
Yeah. And
I think the beginning of the movie. So okay, to the credit of the director, the beginning of the movie, the mission was we're in Greece, everything's all good. And then they changed to people are after me, what do I do? And then it changed to the political thing, and he was more so trying to discover what was going on and find the kid than it even was about him anymore. Mm-hmm. So I got to say the progression of it, but Wilks, I'll go to you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like he saw the kid, he left it up to the people that were protesting or the activists, but he was really just after the people that were shooting him and dropping him off the side of mountains, really. I mean, I just felt like that was his goal. And when he saw that lady walk off and he started chasing her, up the garage, the parking garage. I mean, it was just one of those points where it's like, I think he kind of stepped into his, the garage jump. Yeah, he should have broke both legs. But yeah, no, I just think it was, like I said, one of those movies where it's like Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours. I done had a really bad day.
I've had a really
turned up. Yeah. Bust done flipped over 17 times and all this. So it's just one of those moments, man. I ain't taking no more, man.
All right, Doc.
Yeah, I thought, again, I think that was one of the areas where I thought he showed his acting prowess at the end of the movie, I wasn't surprised that it ended the way that it did. But, the scene where they just was on his face for several minutes. Yeah. And it's just, you can see him coming to the reality of what things have just taken place and being to get to a point to where he's okay with the fact that I fell asleep at the wheel. I killed my girlfriend. It led to this. It was like he was calming down right before our eyes, He was taking those deep breaths and he was changing right before us. And for us to be able to see him do that without speaking a word, in my estimation, I thought that was strong, man. I rewound that and watched that again. It was so strong to me.
Now, I did want to, HRap, before I go to you, the scene behind me, I don't remember this in the movie at all. It was just a promo shot.
I think it's just a promo shot because this cast is not the same color.
No, it changed at the end of the movie.
I thought it was still the same.
It wasn't blue after
blue
the
at
embassy.
first.
Yeah.
After the embassy, it wasn't blue.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
It's definitely probably a promo then because that scene wasn't there.
Yeah, I was like, what? He ain't had a sweater on either.
Room floor.
Maybe that's him walking up on the BMW.
That was after embassy.
Yeah, that was when he was in the parking garage, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's him walking up on the BMW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, I would say his fighting got a lot better because if it was the way it was at the beginning, he would have been dead on that roof.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, definitely.
To continue to urinate on this movie, I would have walked up to the BMW and then shot through the BMW. I wouldn't have used my elbow to hit it.
He ain't had a gun at that point.
Both of them.
He ain't had a gun at that point.
Yes, he did.
Here's how he broke.
Remember, he bust through the window
and he shot that guy.
Shot dude in the thigh and then tried to shoot the girl. When I would have just walked up to the window and put a bullet in her head through the window, boom, and then shot Buddy.
Right.
So he got the gun from the embassy. Yeah, the embassy.
No, he got the gun.
He got the gun from the guy.
Embassy guy. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
Silencer.
Yeah. I was ready for that guy to die too. He was getting on my nerves. The embassy cat.
I wouldn't have threw that silencer away. I'd have kept that.
And see, like the embassy, the end of the movie is really my favorite part because once he killed old girl, I knew it was close to being over, and I didn't have to watch it.
Wow,
this is terrible, man. I mean, man, I'm rocking with John David.
Wow,
I like his pops. I think he's pretty dope. I cannot pull one good thing out of this movie besides when this happened.
The ending? I
could even make myself disappear. But when the credits start rolling, I was like, damn, that was good. These some great credits. The credits, they rolling up. I mean, man, this dude got shot in his side.
Everything was an exit wound.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that part.
In his side.
And then he just did an Olympic leap after getting shot in the side. Like nothing ever happened.
This dude got tougher every time he got shot.
You know, you got to suspend reality for some reason.
You know,
I'm just saying, man, this dude ain't. But Wilks want to make the man Forrest Gump, and then he turned out to be Rambo, first young blood.
No. That's the way the character's written. I'm telling you, that's how he did it.
He did this.
You mean to tell me if you never handled a gun and somebody going upside your head, and by the third or fourth person you ain't handling a gun and try to go upside the
Hey, man. What I'm saying is this. I've never been in that situation. But when they shot at me, the cops shot at me and I got to the embassy. When they just said, yo, Rap, what happened? Shit, I don't even know, man. I'm dumb. I'm never telling the truth again. When they start, look, every time he told the truth, somebody shot at him.
Yeah.
I'm not telling the truth no more.
The truth is he did this director a favor. That's
how the character is written. I'm telling you.
He did this cat a favor. Maybe the director won the lotto and was like, I'll give you whatever you want. Because he did the guy a favor at the end of the day.
Either he hit the lotto, or they told John David, look, do this one, bro. And I swear the next training day is yours. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, we got the 2K Beverly Hills Cop waiting on you. Or what is something the best movie we seen in the last 5 years? They had to promise him that.
He gonna get in the rush hour, man.
Right. You gonna do something.
Okay, so let's kind of tangent here. They're making a Rush Hour 4.
That's been on hold forever.
Mm-hmm. They old now.
They old now, man.
I don't know if they're planning on doing it with the same.
They're gonna reboot it with Kevin Hart, man.
Nah, man. Nah, son.
Please don't.
Last thing, HRap. Name the sister that had a significant role in Inside Man.
Dude, knock it off, Jay. Every movie. I'm not for the politicize actually every movie, because if that's the case, why have we ever watched any movies?
You're right.
We can't do that, dog. We can't do that.
So the next John David Washington movie is a David O. Russell project. Now here's the character. So this has got to be good. Christian Bale.
And
Margaret
Jay,
Robbie.
my boy, just in case y'all don't know, that's my boy. We talk every day, all day.
I figured.
Rat bum.
Listen to the cast. Christian Bale, Margaret Robbie, Rami Malek.
Margot Robbie, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, man.
That's already my
Zoe.
Shit.
Zoe.
Harley Quinn.
Man. Zoe Kravitz.
No. Zoe. Saldana.
Oh, she bad.
Robert De Niro. I don't know what
movie
this movie's gonna be. It's not. I don't have a name for it yet. It says it's a David O. Russell project. It's supposed to be out January to March 2021. Obviously, that
I don't know who in it. I don't know what the plot is. But
if it comes out in January, it ain't gonna be great, man.
Chris Rock, Mike Myers, Taylor Swift.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible with Chris Rock in it. I've yet to see the movie that Chris Rock was in, and he played a major role in it, and it was good.
Now
this 2022.
This may not even come out though, because it was supposed to be out earlier this year.
A big name not to be out. If they did
think about it
on it.
Wow. Hey man, Chris Rock and Fred Williamson Jr. If they in the movie, it's gonna be bad.
So you didn't like I Think I Love My Wife that Chris Rock played?
No.
You didn't like Grown Ups.
Okay, I like CB4.
CB4.
Oh.
All right, so fun fact of the night, because HRap probably not gonna have any. John David Washington was in Malcolm X. He was a student in a Harlem classroom. He was also in Devil in a Blue Dress, and he was also in The Book of Eli. I don't know where or how.
Really?
And Devil in the Blue Dress is another movie with Denzel Washington and save any white people.
So let's get to the ratings. This is the part I've been looking. CB4 was terrible.
It was.
It was very terrible, but it was written like that.
Nah, dog.
The movies are written terrible, man. You can't take the movie serious.
Nobody saved any white women in that movie. That lady was from Chicago and she's black. She was passing as white.
Don Cheadle did.
Mm-hmm. CB4 was a prophecy. We live in it now.
Terrible prophecy.
So was what was the name of that movie? Idiocracy.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
We just ain't drinking Brando yet.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the ratings. Let me see. Who wants to go first?
1 star. Sucked.
One mic.
One
Wilks.
mic, 1 star.
I give it 3 mics. I give it 3 mics.
So it's above average to you?
Wait a minute.
But you don't.
No,
But
three-
you're not
three is
looking at how I look at
Three
it.
would be the average in a 5 mic system.
You're not,
So he's
you're
just
not
saying
looking at
it's
how I. You're not
I
looking
thought
at how I look
two and a
at it.
half would be the average.
no,
2.5
not on a 5 mic system.
I give it 3.
We got 2 ahead and 1 in the middle. So now 3 is an average score.
I'll give it 3.
Why? Well, why? Why would you give it 3?
But none of you are gonna see it how I see it. The reason I give it 3.
Yeah, that's what we here for, baby.
I just want you to.
Like I said,
give your
the
thoughts
reason I
on
give
it.
it 3 because it's a typical manhunt movie. Always on the run. I can't trust someone. I can't trust this person. The United States gonna screw me over again. They're not gonna get me out of here. So I gotta defend myself and take my own life in my hands. It's the typical manhunt movies. They all do the same thing. The
But
Fugitive,
those are good.
they do the same thing.
The Fugitive was good, though.
Nah, they all right, man. They ain't that great. Hey, Harrison Ford ain't that great in that movie. The only one that really just made that movie great was Tommy Lee
If
Jones.
you stack this movie up next to that,
Every in-house,
nobody's
out-house,
trying
we
to
gonna find this.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nobody's trying to stack it up to those movies. It's just that director is pulling from those genres. It's just like when you look at a zombie movie. When you look at a zombie movie, they're pulling from what's his name? George Romero. It's the typical, 1 minute this zombie, when I hit him, his head exploded. Well, the next zombie, his head didn't explode.
Yeah, every single zombie movie.
They're pulling from these genres. That's all it is. It's just their take on the movies.
I'm with you, Wilks. I'm not gonna begrudge your rating, man.
Oh, it's all good. Man, worry about these niggas.
Live your truth, man. Don't let being an HRap
press. Man, I got
live your truth,
I ain't
brother.
worried about these niggas tonight. Please,
I'm living my best life.
please.
Mayhem
Jay-
said, I'm living my best life.
Yeah.
Jay Shabazz says 2 mics. Hey, I wasn't saying why like that. I just wanted him to.
Yeah, nah, you were saying
No,
why.
no.
No,
I just wanted him to. I mean, we
said it, and
this
that's
the
supposed to be
shortest-
your home. That's supposed to be your homeboy.
This is the shortest show of all time. I'm trying to give it a little bit, couple extra minutes. That's why I asked. All right, Dawk.
I'm right where Jay Shabazz is. 2 mics.
All right.
2 mics.
Why?
All I need is 2 mics.
Because I started to break it down by giving the movie its mics and giving David Washington his acting score. But I understand. But that's why I gave it a 2 mic. And if it wasn't for David Washington, John David Washington, it wouldn't have got to 2. So I give it 2 mic.
So I'm gonna go with 2.5. My reasoning is because the first half of the movie, or the first, probably the first half of the movie was just didn't make a lot of sense. I think the second half of it made up for it for me.
See, you
I'm gonna
talking
give it
all
half.
that trash this whole show, and then gave it 2.5 mics, more than I gave it.
That's halfway.
You right there. You right there with Wilks on it.
I challenge anybody who listens.
Y'all struggling to find content.
Hey, I challenge anybody
This is the first time.
that's listening or watching to reach
Watch
out
it.
to watch
Look at
this
it.
and reach out to me at HRap_B on
Watch it,
Instagram
look
or
at it.
Twitter and tell me they liked it.
Yeah, I don't mind. I didn't mind it. I would still like even to Milk and Cookies. I tell her watch it. Go watch it. So number one, support John David Washington.
And like you said, if John David Washington wasn't tied to it, nobody would be
support
watching.
him.
Nah. If this was if this was some dude that the director found off the street,
and once again, if they had some,
it would have been
there, it would, to me, it would still be the same thing. It's that typical, I'm on the run, I can't trust anybody.
It would have been free on Tubi or something, or it would have been on Amazon.
If this did have John David Washington in it, I wouldn't even never seen the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Oh yeah, Netflix wasn't gonna recommend it.
Nah.
I want to see what you know what I want to do. I want to go back to Netflix and see, because they say the percentage of you watching this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got a thumbs up, thumbs down now. It's a loved it.
D said I'll think about it.
It's top 10, number 5. That's all it says.
Top 10?
It says top 10, number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Movie was okay.
Yeah, that's because people keep watching it.
Never gonna see it again. Yeah, this is a movie that I would never watch again. This is a one timer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all. Give me a second.
Jay Sebastian says garage jump subtracted from his efforts. Now there is a movie on Netflix with Jason Momoa that just came out, which is getting a lot of rave reviews.
It don't even it don't give me a percentage.
It don't give you a percentage. Just say top 10, number 5.
But I think to all of our points, I think this is the one thing we can agree on. People are watching this movie because of John David Washington. That's it.
Exactly.
Point blank period. So whatever they get from this movie, it's because of him. So whatever you do next, John David, it not from this director. So whatever else,
you better do it. You better do a movie in New York next time. You know what? You know what? I did get a couple good things out of this movie. Stay your ass out of Europe and don't date white girls.
Wow.
If you go drive off the road and get killed.
Fall asleep at the wheel.
Most people wear their seatbelts now.
Most people.
So why would you sit there and go to sleep like this in the car and don't have your seatbelt on? So John David Washington character in this movie, it ain't your fault she died. That's suicide.
She knew your ass.
Call the girl mama.
Yeah, she knew your ass was on them 10 milligram Ambiens. Hell, I saw that.
Right. And
10 milligrams, that means they was prescribed for him. They'd have been 5 milligrams, they'd have been hers. Look at it.
Yeah, and I just would have liked it a little better. You know how Marvel does. They give you a little tidbit at the end. They would have had a little tidbit. He would have been in the hospital room and been like, hey, is this April's parents? Yeah, she didn't make it. That's it. Hey, that would have boosted it up half a mic. He would have did that for me.
Boy.
That's why he jumped off that roof. Because he needed to be as messed up as possible when he got back to America.
Yeah, I laugh because if the boy wanted to kill himself, he was trying to eat them pills. He definitely started shooting at him. Now all of a sudden you want to live? If you wanted to die that bad, yeah, just let him shoot you.
You know, the funny thing is, immediately as I saw that, when I saw that jump from the garage, I thought about Batman, because Batman jumped off of that garage and landed on top of that car. And I was like, are we having a Batman moment? Like, what is happening right now?
At first, I didn't know what he was. I thought he was. I don't know. I didn't know what he was jumping for at all. Then I realized, he was jumping on the car.
Cool Batman.
I was like, your ass off that roof for a kid.
This dude about to fly.
Yeah. What if he'd have missed?
Movie over.
Now both your legs broke. You shot.
Right.
Then it would have been like Samuel Jackson in that movie in the wheelchair.
Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Mr. Glass. Another horrible movie.
Well. This goes up with one of the lesser movies. Now I know.
Yeah, you still gave it 2.5. That's,
half. He made up for it. He made up for it.
This is the worst movie we've ever reviewed.
What? Okay, let's go through our.
Is it?
Yeah, is it? What's some other ones? Coming to America, I don't think we all agreed on.
but I warned some
I'm gonna go
folks
watch
over
Coming
that
to
I said,
America after watching this.
considering what
I ain't
we're
watching that
expecting,
again, so.
you know, because I think we got a little high and mighty. We reviewing movies and we expect them to be some cinematic genius in every movie.
Not gonna always be great.
Around.
Not gonna always be great.
Yeah.
What
I think there was one
regular
I didn't
person?
like, but I can't remember which one it was.
What regular person has such a?
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Get out of here.
All right, man. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Get out of here.
All right, so no show next week. BSG Radio Awards. So come back the same time, 8:00.
Yep.
Everybody will be dressed in their either formal or business. So we should see some nice attire. But make sure to tune in next week. We'll be on the Facebook page. It won't be on YouTube. I'll upload it to YouTube later because we're probably gonna have more people than what StreamYard can handle. But make sure to tune in next week. HRap. Oh, hold on. Dawk, what's coming up tomorrow on?
Queen 3 and King tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Religion versus Relationship Part 2. And you do not want to miss it. Our The Streets Are Talking segment ought to be good. Because a brother with dreads had to slap this white lady at this Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers game. We chopped that out. So it ought to be a good show tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Religion versus Relationship Part 2.
Just like we tell kids, keep your hands to yourself.
Right.
Everything will be fine. All right, HRap.
Dream those dreams and man up and warm up, live those dreams.
What you talk about tomorrow?
He done, man.
He done, man. He over it. He over
No,
it.
actually, man, I got this one topic that what is it? I'm high again, y'all. You know, the pain relievers.
Wow.
Hey, man, the muscle relaxers, boy. They kick in at the wrong time.
If you need to get rid of them.
I am gonna. One of the things I'm talking about is my new mission in life. Tune in because I think it's important because it ties in what I believe will reduce the violence in communities throughout the United States of America, raise academic levels, potentially galvanize the community. So I want to talk about that. I'm trying to decide, am I going to lead the show off with that? But yeah.
You've been leading with a video the last few weeks, though, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna keep doing that. Okay. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm actually gonna start doing my own videos because one of the people who made those videos, they took some of my money away.
Oh, really?
They got it removed.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it ain't like I edited down so they don't get credit.
Why would they?
They removed the video today. So what I'm gonna do is
that's helping them, man. It.
I assume that it would, but what I'm gonna do is going forward. They got a movie feature on Apple. I can create my own content. I'll do the voiceovers, and it potentially make my show a little more popular.
Right on.
So you can't play. I guess it's usually you running that gentleman's clips. I guess they don't allow you to run. They don't want you running that.
What I do is cut it down to the point and edit it to the point where it will fit in that 10-minute StreamYard window. Yeah. But I always leave their logos. I always let them say, go to this page so you can put more content. So I was hoping, I was assuming that they would go, okay, he's not trying to just steal.
Right. They're getting eyes. You're getting more eyes to decide on some other stuff that you're not playing.
So
I would have never went to a site.
Did they contact you directly?
No, they just YouTube took it.
They probably, the people probably put a flag on it. And one thing I just recently learned about YouTube is that if you're using someone else's content and you don't have their approval, they will flag it.
So going forward, I'll just be putting because what they're doing is not difficult. It's just like at the beginning of my show when I show.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the same thing. But I just make it 10 minutes long. and it is what it is at that point. But STBY sucks to be y'all. But I'm just gonna start uploading my own joints, and then because I just do the research, or I just steal your research and do my own voiceover on your research.
Yeah, that's basically it. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
So what are we reviewing next, which will be on September the 6th?
I thought it was Dick Gregory, was it not?
Yeah, fix me some of that Dick Gregory. What is it's called? What is it called again?
The one and only Dick Gregory.
Yeah.
Dick Gregory shakes and takes, ain't it?
At Labor Day, I might have to renew my contract. At Labor Day.
Oh, that is Labor Day.
No, that's that. Hey, check this out, Ben. That ain't Labor Day. That's Labor Night. Shit, you off on Labor Day, not Labor Night.
That's a classic. That's a classic right there. All right, Wilks, would you appreciate the help on the burgers?
Hey, no problem, man. I told you, just holler at me. You need some help, man. You know me. I'll coach you over the phone.
He taught you how to grill or something?
Yeah, this new grill, we got a smoker, so we're trying to figure out how to use it. It's the first time using it, so the burgers turned out well.
I coach you over the phone, man. I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
Wilks, what you got anything?
No, I mean I got a double bone or 2 double bone pork chops to take care of tomorrow with some bacon jam and side of asparagus tips, but that's about it. Nothing special.
Just a tip.
Just a tip. All you need.
What?
The
asparagus tip, just a tip.
You don't want the rest of it.
That's so funny, man. I don't get it.
Hey, HRap, go ahead. We need to get out of here.
My man, Dawk. Just the tip.
Look that up in the Urban Dictionary, y'all.
Yeah.
Because you only need 1 pump.
Wow. Wow, man. See, let me put it like this. I'll admit, here's the line. I got up to it. You, my friend?
You can push it over.
No, you talking about a smoker. You just got to pump it. 1 pump.
That's all I need.
Whatever, man. Go.
Okay, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah. But no, I'm serious. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I always salute my main man, Reggie O'Shea, a.k.a. Combat Jack. He's the late Reggie O'Shea. He left a successful, entertaining lawyer gig. He used to be Jay-Z's attorney and a bunch of other people's attorney. And he came up with a show called Combat Jack and inspired me. So I always salute him by saying, dream those dreams and man up a woman up and live those dreams, because life without dreams flows in black and white. Life with dreams flows with Technicolor and surround sound. And I also salute Craig Smith. If I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Man in the sky.
We out.